Hi everyone, it's Crappy Kathy here on the last day of February, which means it's the last day of load. So this is my last load page for this session. There's another one in May, so not too far away, and Calvin Ball is next month, so lots of fun things going on at Scrap Happy. So the prompt today is about a celebration, to scrap a celebration, and to use a star date. You can guess which space-themed show it was dealing with. So the biggest celebration that I think the most meaningful celebration that any of us has ever taken part in, and most of us weren't able to take part in it because of the COVID restrictions, but was when Ava rang the bell for being cancer-free for a year. And that was on August 30th. The star date for that was August 30th, 2021. And I've got 3 photos that this was during the period her please don't take pictures of me period, and her hoodie wearing I don't like the way my hair is growing back in kind of era, and it all seems very far away because she's very different from that now. But this was a photo when she had her last. James snapped this photo when she was getting her, she was waiting to get the checkup that would declare her cancer-free, getting the results. And then here she is ringing the bell, and there she is with her dad and her certificates. So it's quite a story, and I'm happy to scrap it. Let's see, I need to get, and I just got, another thing I'm celebrating is I just got my February, just in the nick of time, Mind the Scrap kit. As you may know, the Royal Mail, the British Postal Service, has been having some strikes and other issues, and delivery services in the U.S. haven't been a whole lot better, so things take a while. And I was thrilled to get this in. It's kind of spread across my desk, and I'm going to be opening some of the packages. The first thing I opened was the film strips in Blossom. I've ordered a few packs of the film strips, but this was one of the colors I didn't order. And I love them. I just love them. And I've already cut the top off this piece of paper. Let's see, the other piece of that is here. It's My Valentine by Cartabella, and I don't know about you, but I love Cartabella's papers and colors and everything. I was going to fussy cut some of these flowers, but they're a little old-fashioned and pretty compared to the more whimsical kind of approach I want to take with the page. So I'm going to use the fussy cut flowers for something else. So in this Hard Eyes foam stickers set, there is this sticker that says Celebrate, and I like that black and white striped heart. And there's another heart there, and there's one here that matches one in the decorative brads. And there's a flag that says Hugs in the decorative brads that I think I'm going to use, and then I may use some of the decorative brads themselves. I also have a special flare. When I first joined the Dottie About, then it was called Dottie About Flares, now called the Flare Hut. When I first joined their design team, we design team members were asked to design a set of flare for that would be sold, and all the proceeds would go to charity. So on mine, there was a set of orange, turns out to be the color of leukemia, which is what Ava was recovering from. And it also is the color for the Parkinson's, Michael J. Fox Parkinson's Foundation. And we had Ava, who had rung the bell, recovering cancer-free, and John had just died with Parkinson's. So we had an orange flare with a fox, and this white flare with the orange ribbon on it. And so I'm going to use that somewhere, so I'm going to try to bring in some orange colors in addition to the pinks. And Ava, when she was little, was called Baby Squirrel instead of Baby Girl. And so I've got these die-cut or punched squirrels that were made for me by Suzanne Madison, one of my scrappy friends out in cyberspace. And I'm not sure which side I'm going to use them on. I kind of like this one, but we'll see if that clashes with what else I have going on. So I'm going to just put these things in this little tray here for the time being. And I've got this. Generally, I think the page is going to be designed like this. And with this kind of going behind that like that. That's as far as I've gotten. So I may just glue that down. I know that the title is going to be Celebrate, and underneath that I'm going to put in these alphas, which should be down on here. It'll contrast. It's going to say Ring the Bell. And then I don't know, I'll open this Pink Fresh ephemera pack that has some oranges in it in addition to pinks. This is from the Chrysanthemum collection. And then there's the odds and ends from Lots of Love by Doodlebug Designs. So let me just get this party started. I'm not, this is early in the morning for me, and I don't have any place to be until noon. So I thought I'd get this done, and then at noon I go complete my tax return, and then go to my physical therapy. So I kind of like that. Maybe a little push to this side. So I'm gonna put some glue on here, trying to remember where it was. Let's make sure that's where it was, or that's where I want it. That seems appropriate to me. So let's get some adhesive back here, and then we'll do the fun part, the embellishing. Let me get this lined up with a row of dots. And then get her down. I want it to be behind the photo strip all the way across. Okay, that seems to be good there. Now, I want to get this this pack opened I guess I should put the title on so that I know I'm going to have room, but I'm thinking it'll be down here and some of the embellishing will be on the border. There is a sticker sheet. And in the sticker sheet, there's this kind of grid-looking scallop that I wish I had put on at the beginning because well, you know what? There are some fray stickers, so I could do something like that, and then this black arrow with "Oh, you look good" up above, and that brings in that bluish color. So what I need is, if this is going to overlap the photo, I need to embellish something right there so James's knees don't show, or somebody's knees. Whoever's knees those are, we don't need the knees in the photo. Let's see. Okay, that works. Now let's get the arrow and see how long it is. Ooh, it's going to be pretty close to perfect. And I'm going to do that. And then I'll take this "Oh, you look good." I kind of wanted to do it in conjunction with the arrow, but I don't need to. It could kind of go here, covering the knees. Okay, and I don't need that yet. Let's see. I want to pull, I do want some flowers, and the flowers that are appealing to me the most, are the ones in this package that, there's this, and that could go maybe right here, and then I could do something up in that corner. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And it's just covering this table of flyers. But I don't want it to interfere with the arrow because I'm happy with that arrow. Okay. Now I think this says "You make me smile," and this says "Good times." So I could do let's see. I might make a cluster up here that includes this piece of flare and this flower, maybe right there, And I should be able to tuck this underneath right there, and I can put a baby squirrel It may come down to which way they're facing as to which side I use. If I did this one, it kind of doesn't seem to be facing the right way. Let's do I don't know. Let me just pull these out and go through them. I like that little label. This looks too much the same height. It's like they're lined up. And I don't want that look. So I'm either gonna change the flare position or I'll change the flowers. There is another here. This one's a little bit larger, so the scale might work better. And I can do it that way, and it kind of goes above that, and then I can tuck the flare in if I can find it. How do you lose a flare? Oh, it's if it's stuck to your arm. I'm glad I know enough to check nowadays. So this can tuck down in, and it's still kind of at the same level, but this is a little bit bigger and more important. So now I can see if the squirrel could tuck in right here. Or here. Or here. And I could maybe lift that up enough to tuck it in right there. Okay, so it's the pink side apparently that we're gonna go with. So I like that. You're special to me. One of a kind is certainly appropriate to use for Ava. She is truly unique. She has brother and sister, Barrett and Katie, and she's about as different from them as it's possible to be, but very close to Katie and getting closer to Barrett, since they've been going to the same high school. They've gotten closer. So I'm going to put it out here, which leaves a little bit of a space right there, which might be good for the other squirrel. But if I put it on the pink side, it'll be running off the page. So I don't want to do that. I may just glue it down here. It's okay with me for it to be running towards the flowers, but not over here off the page. So now let's get to the title, and I like these orange frames, but since I have the film strip there, I don't know that I need to do that. I'm thinking I have enough of the orange in the flowers to justify the orange guy there. I guess maybe what I could do is add that flower there, layer that in somehow, but I think I'll just leave it. I'm going to put this aside and let's go to the, because I still have a couple things in here. Let's pull the Celebrate title out, and I'm going to put it here, just exactly under the photo, almost touching it. I want overlapped hearts, so I think I'll go with these two right here, and then I'm going to come over here to the brads and see where I can put that right there, and that means I will need some foam behind it. I had thought I would put this here, but then I thought it would be hard to cluster around it, and okay. And then I still have my star date. Where do I put my star date? I guess we could put it here by the arrow, or here, or here. I'm kind of liking it there, but let me see after I get these guys on. And these are Alphabet Soup by Doodlebug Designs, and Emma's always good about including a couple different scales of alphas, and I really like the little ones. Okay, so I'm gonna do this blindly. Thinking I have some room if it goes past the word celebrate. So we'll see how that works out for me. Because if John were in the room right now and I said, I'm going to start it here and trust that it'll end about right here, and then, you know, I'll have some room, you know, over here, he would whisper, well, how's that working out for you? Always the helper. Some of you might remember that he would clean up my mixed media for me when I was filming. And okay, I like the contrast of that color, and I'm glad I had it. I brought it in a couple of other places. Let's see. Is that far enough away to put the T? Oh, come now. If I handle it too much, I'm going to have to put some glue or it won't stay. There. And it's crooked, of course. And yeah, you can see that I didn't clean the gesso off my tweezers. I did refill my glue though, so I'm not completely unprepared this morning. It's hard for me to believe that LOAD is finished. I get used to looking at the prompts when they come out at midnight. And then I go to sleep dreaming of what I'm gonna scrap the next day. And but Calvin Ball starts tomorrow. And I have to, and I'm leaving to go out of town on Sunday. So I have to kind of do some organizing of my embellishments so that I have a good variety. You know, there's a fair chance that somebody will suggest wood veneer, for example. So I have to be sure that I have a couple pieces of wood veneer with me for the number of pages that I'm gonna make. And do I want an exclamation point? I think I do. See how it came out perfect. So John, it's working out well for me, in case you're asking. Okay, so now what else do we need? I kind of like adding that color blue in, and there are a few of these little adhesive brads, and I can put one right up here to kind of work with that. Let me see, I can also do an orange and a pink, and I can do the same but maybe stronger colors down here. Okay, and then I really love these little heart-shaped sunglasses. And I am going to use the star date here. So let's get that down. It'd be like me to forget about it. Let me line it up sort of in line with that. Kind of in the center of that. Let's see, it needs to be down a little bit. And I'm going to just kind of put that with that. It's chipboard, so I'm going to need some glue. And what else might I want? I think maybe this little black and white striped one could go right there, and that kind of echoes the black and white stripes of that heart. I've got some more of these little guys, but I think I'm done. I think I'm going to call it done. It's all Mind the Scrap kit except for the two little squirrels and the leukemia ribbon flare, leukemia survivor flare. So I'm happy with the page, and I thank you for following along. I think I did a video all but maybe 2 or 3 days when I did digital pages, or did one of the pre-made lazy scrapbooker pages. So I think I had videos most days. And coming with Calvin Ball coming, I'm going to be doing a lot of pages without videos, because Calvin Ball is all about kind of getting the most pages out. And with my new scanner, I'm going to be able to scan my 12-box project photos and get the color corrected. I tried it last night. Absolutely amazing. It's fast. It feeds things through quickly, and the color correction is amazing. So I haven't figured out how to show you a before and after yet, because it saves in its own little library the before and the after, but those are not accessible for printing, I don't think. So I may have to. Anyway, we'll see. I'll figure it out, and then I'll probably do a post somewhere or show in a video. Anyway, I'm going to scan and print a whole bunch of those photos and have them with me. And I've got a box that some spinach came in, one of those clear plastic boxes, and I'm going to have in it a million little baggies with different kinds of embellishments in them. I'll be sure that I have at least one roll of washi. I'll have some brads. I'll have some metal. I'll have some wood, and so on. So my pages won't get to where I'm having everything that's on the page that's in the rules until I get back home, but I'm gonna try. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I do make Calvin Ball videos and for my regular series. But it's been fun doing these with you every day this month. Bye.